Hello children, today we are going to learn about our country India. Did you know that India is the 7th largest country in the world? India is a part of the continent Asia. India is also the second most populated country in the world. If you travel across India, you will find different physical regions. There are mountains, plains, deserts and plateaus. Very few places in the world have all these different types of landforms. Let's look at each landform. First, we look at the mountain ranges of India.
If you travel to the north of India, the Himalayan mountain ranges. Some of the highest peaks in the world are found here. One of the highest mountain peaks in this range is Mount Everest. Mount Everest is the only highest mountain peak in the world. The Himalayan mountain ranges are covered with snow throughout the year. That's why these regions are extremely cold. Do you know what happens when the snow in these regions melts? When the snow in these regions melts, the water flows down as rivers and reaches the plains. Rivers such as the Ganga, Yamuna, Satluj and Brahmaputra start in the Himalayan mountain ranges and flow towards the plains. As you travel down the lower slopes of these mountain ranges, you will find thick forests known as the Terai region. These you will find in the central and southern parts of the country. The Satpura range is found in the central India and is the part of the Western Ghats, while the Nilgiri mountain range is found in southern India and forms part of the Eastern Ghats.
Let's now look at the plains of India. If you keep traveling to the south of the Himalayan mountain range, you will come across a flat piece of land. This region is known as the Northern Plain or the Gangetic Plain. Can you guess what you will find in this plain? In these plains, you will find many rivers flowing through the flat lands. Therefore, these plains are green and fertile. Did you know that lot of our food grain is grown in the plains of India? This is the reason why most of the people in India choose to live in the plains. The climate in the plains is hot during the summer and cold during the winter. Now, let us look at the desert regions of India.
As you travel towards the northwestern part of our country, you will see miles and miles of sand. This region is known as the Great India Desert or Thar Desert. Can you guess what is it like to live in a desert? Desert regions have very little water and a harsh climate. That is why living in a desert is very difficult. Very few people choose to live in desert regions of India. Also, deserts get very little rain and therefore crops cannot grow in this region. The climate in deserts is dry and hot during summer and cold during winter and cold during winter. How do you suppose people travel across the desert? Traveling in the desert is very difficult. People ride camels to travel from one place to another in a desert. That is why the camel is known as the ship of the desert.
Let's now look at the plateau region of India.
The plateau region of India is found towards south of India. That is why it is called as the Southern Plateau or the Deccan Plateau. Look at this piece of land. What do you see? The land is flat and uneven. Plateau land is also higher than the land in the plains. You will find a number of rivers such as Krishna, Godavari, Kaveri and Mahanadi running in the Deccan Plateau region.
Do you know where these rivers get their water supply from? They get water from the rains. The Deccan Plateau is rich in minerals. In some part of the plateau, you will come across forests. The weather in the Deccan Plateau is moderate. That means it is not too hot nor is too cold. Let us now look at Peninsula and Islands.
If you were to look at the Deccan Plateaus from far away, you will find that this piece of land is shaped like a cone and is surrounded by water on three sides. Such a piece of land that is surrounded by water on three sides is known as a peninsula. To the east of the Indian Peninsula is the Bay of Bengal. To the west is the Arabian Sea and to the south is the Indian Ocean. Now let's look at some landforms. They are completely surrounded by water. Island. An island is a piece of land that is completely surrounded by water on all sides. You will find the Lakshadweep Islands in the Arabian Sea and the Andaman and Nicobar Islands in the Bay of Bengal. Although these islands are in the sea, they are also part of our country.
That's all for the day, kids. Bye for now.